Hi everybody, thanks for checking in. This is Volleyball Boy here. We are just a couple days away from Halloween and we're here in Massachusetts and we're getting quite hit over the head with a really nasty hurricane. I don't know who invited Sandy, but she was definitely the unwelcomed house guest that came in with a lot of strength and is very rude. Not a lot of people are really happy with her, and she's not, and she seems to be overstaying her welcome. So, just a joke aside, silly analogies, of course. So, I went into the office this morning, and we were all sent home. Our supervisor just said, you know, it's not safe to be out, so our company just sent employees home. So I'm just kind of enjoying the afternoon, and I thought, well, maybe I will create a little video about my Keurig special edition coffee brewer, which is right in front of you here. I've actually had this machine for a few years. Very, very happy with it. I would recommend this to anybody. This has a really nice sized water reservoir. If you can see, I'll kind of maneuver the camera a little bit so you can see. You know, kind of just a good size. I don't know exactly what the amount is there, but the little blue light indicator on the bottom, that will flash when the machine needs to be refilled. So I actually do have this to kind of the level that I like to, you know, start with when I'm brewing something, a new drink. So yeah, so let's just take a look around and I will show you how it works, and I'll even do a demonstration of brewing as well. So what happens is the reason why I really like this machine and why I kind of chose this one versus there's so many different kinds of the concept of brewing that Keurig has here with this machine. There's so many other kinds of ways to brew coffee, and there's so many different machines and gadgets and gizmos that you can get. I really like this one. It's very efficient. It's kind of fun. You know, it's also just a very handy machine just to have as a water brewer itself. So these are some of my K-cups over here. I think I bought most of my K-cups online. When I got my Keurig machine a few years back, I found a website that had special deals. You know, you can certainly shop around. You can get some special deals. There was a certain dollar amount that if you met that dollar amount or if you exceeded it, they would give free shipping. So I thought, hey, that sounds like a pretty good deal. And it was nice too, because I was able to get a variety of flavors and different kinds of coffees. You know, everybody in my family likes something a little bit different, so that was a lot of fun. We can kind of look through a couple of my selections here. This is a Gloria Jean's Coffee's Cappuccino, a Kahlua Original by Timothy's. Let's take a look here. Oh, this one is really good too. This is a big favorite in my family as well. This is a Holiday Traditions by Gloria Jean's Coffees. It's very, very nice. This has flavor notes of chocolate and like a roasted nut. It's very nice. Yeah, so that's kind of what I have here. As you can see, it's not overly filled right now. I think what happened is I selected the ones that I really liked a lot and drank those quicker than some of the other ones as well. So just back to the machine, we'll kind of take a look over here. A few different features I really like about this. I chose this this model of the Keurig for a big reason, because I wanted it to be as versatile as possible. What I really like about this is that there's 3 different cup sizes here: small, medium, and large. The lights are glowing, indicating that the water is brewed now. It's boiled at this point. So when I close this cap, this lid here, as you can see, the lights flash. I think I have about a minute, 40 to 60 seconds, I want to say, where the machine was saying that if you don't select anything within that time range, it selects a medium size for you. So I just kind of opened that just to stop that blinking for now, for the purpose of this video. This has a little built-in computer, which is really nice. You can actually program it to with a clock. I actually haven't done that. I'm a pretty cut and dry kind of a person. I don't really in terms of this gadget, rather, for, with this in mind, I don't really need that feature, but it's definitely a nice thing to have, a nice option if, in the morning you got to get up early and get the kids dressed and fed and out to school, and then you need to get yourself to work. What you can do is you can program this machine to brew your coffee at a specific time that you designate, and then you would just program that in here. That actually says menu. I know that the words on this it's kind of hard to coming up there a little bit, but that's a menu button. I actually haven't played around too much with that. Maybe I'll do that on a future video and talk a little bit more about the technicalities of the machine. But so just in terms of functionality, it's it's a really well-designed machine. There's a little I'm not going to get too close there with my finger. That's a needle, actually. It's very, very sharp. That actually punctures the K-cup on the bottom. And then over here, let's try to show you. I think you can see a little of that gray piece right there. That's the top needle, and the hot water that's boiled actually comes through that, through the shaft itself, and then into your cup. So that's kind of how that works. I'll show you again. So actually, yeah, so this is the water reservoir here. I really like using filtered water. This is a Brita filter, and I just buy the filter separately. It just goes in the middle. I think places like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, you could even probably get it online too. These Brita filters are not too expensive. And you just change the filter every couple months, and I just fill that up with water from the tap. It filters down. I keep it in the refrigerator. It's nice and cold. I mean, for the purpose of the Keurig machine, it doesn't, you don't want, you're not going to be having a cold drink from this, but I like the filtered water being poured in the water reservoir of my Keurig for a couple different reasons. One is that I think it's just healthier just to have fresher, cleaner water that you're drinking. Okay, so that's kind of my thought process on that. And also, with the flavors of the coffees, especially for those that like flavored coffees, you don't want a lot of other impurities for the enjoyment factor of drinking a coffee. You want to be able to taste just the flavors in the coffee that you selected. And I think the third reason too that I thought of is that I think by using water that has less impurities compared to water that might not have a lot of the impurities removed from it, I think it will help to maintain the life of your Keurig machine. I actually just descaled this this Keurig machine about a week or two ago, and I do notice it works much better. You use distilled white vinegar, and I have a big bottle of that, and I just put that through. I could certainly do another tutorial lesson video on that in the future, the next time that I'm going to descale it, so stay tuned. So let's replace this cap here, okay. And another feature I want to show you really quickly too, this is great. I definitely recommend having those K-cups on hand. You don't have to get, a whole ton just to save, $5, $8, $10, whatever it is online. I think I saved, a good bit because I bought a lot when they had a special deal when I got those K-cups. But another great feature and another option that you can do, and this kind of enhances the versatility element of the machine, is that I bought a My K-cup. So what this is I don't know, I'm holding the camera with one hand, so I'll try to see in there, that little black ring there, that's like a little basket that comes out. And I filled it with some coffee there, you can see, okay. So I just ground some coffee, put it in there, okay. And what you do is you basically replace this pops out as well. So this is the little sheath that the K-cup sits in. If you want to use a K-cup, if you want to use your own ground coffee, you can get one of these My K-cups, and then that basically sits in there. You close that up, and let's try it. Let's put a little glass in here, and I'll put it on the medium. So as you can see, the hot water is passing through the K-cup inside the sheath itself, and I have a nice little cup of coffee being made right in front of me, and it's, as you can see, it's very quick. I selected the medium size volume of that, and then that's that's my coffee there. It's not as maybe dark as I'd like it. I think the coffee wasn't ground as finely as it needs to in order to use my K-Cup successfully. But you know, everybody has their own taste, and you can certainly decide what you want to do. So that's kind of a nice feature. What's nice is now, so you just saw the coffee being brewed in that cup. Now it's starting again, so it's kind of assuming that you want to make another cup, or maybe that there's someone else here. So I could, you know, certainly turn this off with the power button up here. Okay, so I can just take this out. I think it's a good idea to clean the K-cups when you're not using them, and once you've already brewed coffee from there, just to kind of rinse it out, clean it, and then it's ready to go for the next time that you want to make something. Excuse me. Another feature I want to mention as well is that there's a nice little stool that's removable from here, a little bench I call it, and it pulls out like this. So for a cup like this that I just used, this is a really nice thing to have, because it raises the cup closer to the spout where the coffee comes out. But let's say that you're on your way out and you want to bring your drink with you. What you can do is you can remove that, and you can get one of these, like these little travel mugs here, and that can also go underneath the spout, and you can bring it with you. It's a very nice feature. This mug would be then too tall to fit on this if this was here. So it's nice that this is easily removable. You can put this in there, make your coffee, tea, whatever it is that you want, and you're on your way. So that's a really nice feature to have as well. If there's anything that I didn't touch upon, or if you guys have any questions, you can certainly leave me a message on my wall below. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. Happy brewing!